Back for another episode of Hammer and Hummer, and we're sitting in Hammertime's kitchen, and with us today is Genesio Pachoco, and we got with us Hammertot, who's playing with her lips, and your host Pete. Did I ever tell you that Hammertot's godfather's last name is also Pachoco?
Is it?
Yeah, but he's Portuguese, I guess.
Oh, is he? Well,
yeah, I guess. Are you related to the Portuguese?
Could be. You know what I mean? Like our history, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. What part are you from? What region of Italy?
We're from just outside of Rome.
Outside Rome?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah, classical Romans.
Yeah.
Anyways, today we're going to discuss the municipal election. What happened in Ward 6? I mean, we were all expecting, Frank Manzo to get back in, but what happened in the race for the second seat?
It was interesting all night. I was going back and forth, but I was pleasantly surprised that Fogo almost did it, and he didn't go into the TV debates. It seemed like he didn't have no campaign. He did pretty good for a person that didn't go on a TV debate, but I think if he would have got to the TV debate, I think he would have won it.
Okay. Now, many of our readers on Sault today, including a number of the NDP'ers, have blamed you for costing, or for torpedoing, I think was the exact word.
You know what? The people decide. I give credit to the voters. Voters know what they're voting for, and the thing is, it's what you put into it you get out of. That's why I said earlier, if he would have went to the TV debate, he would have won.
Okay. And why do you think people are blaming you for, Hammertot seems to disagree. She was shaking her head. But why do you think people are blaming you for the, this narrow loss?
People like that, if they fall down the stairs, they'll blame me. If the sun's not out, they'll blame me. If they cross the street and get hit by a car, they'll blame me. Those are the kind of people, very shallow people. But anyways, that's their problem.
Okay. Who else, what other races did you find interesting?
I was surprised in Ward 4 that Neil lost. I thought he would, upset Lou Turco. Especially with his political schizophrenia, with his red liberal signs and NDP orange signs and his blue conservative signs. But the voters spoke.
Just to clarify, you're talking about Turco, who had the different color signs. I think Neil's signs were all blue and white, eh?
I think so. I don't remember, but Lou was very interesting. With his all different colors. You figured you would stick with one color, but certain parts of Ward 4 had orange and some had red. But hey, that's what made them go. God bless.
Okay, what do you think of Roswell's three-peat?
People spoke. He's got another 4 years. I wish him well. I wish him that he do more for the poor in his community, like advocating to Orzetti to increase the welfare rates, and also advocating for increased minimum wage. Because I don't buy that argument, it's a different level, so we don't say nothing. But you talk about other issues like the mogul, they'll talk to the government and Orzetti about it. But when it comes to less important political things, like
if we're going to talk
working poor, he says, that's their thing. That's being selective. I think this is a great opportunity for Mr. Roswell to rise to the occasion and stand up for the poor and the working poor, because...
But if we're going to talk to other levels
in the Bible, it says in the good book, it says, plead the cause of the poor and needy. Whosoever stop at the ear to cry to poor shall also come to want.
Okay. But you're saying that he should stand up and talk to Orzetti on a different level of government. If we're talking about different levels of government, why not approach Tony about
that too? Because the federal government cut back on transfers to the provinces on welfare and healthcare and all that stuff. He should be talking to all levels of government. That's leadership, not by advocating it and avoiding it. Because you know what? That's not leadership.
Yeah.
And I think Roswell can rise to that level, and I think he will. I think he will.
Okay. Now, how do you think this new council is going to work together?
I hope they work for the people. I hope they promote the well-being of the citizens, and also advocate for services, enhanced services, not cutting services. Will be interesting. There'll be a lot of interesting councillors there, because what I see is tilt to the right. But we'll see, because their actions will speak, and we'll see where their actions take them.
Okay. Why do you see a tilt to the right?
There's people being elected who are right of the political spectrum, and they know who they are. I don't have to speak. 4 years from now, then I'll tell you. But if I was right about their voting pattern.
If you were right about them tilting to the right?
To right. Okay. But I want to give them an opportunity. They haven't started yet, so everybody deserves an opportunity. And they prove me wrong, I'll say, God bless you, did a good job.
Okay. But you don't want to identify them?
Not right now, because everybody deserves an opportunity. Because sometimes people have a epiphany, they have a moment of reflection, they see the light, and let's hope they see the light for goodness and justice, and social justice, and economic justice. And we'll see. Their voting records will speak.
Okay. Now, what exactly has Tony done for the city? I mean, other than bring in same-sex marriage.
They're hooked on that, eh? But anyways, let's see here.
No, I'm just curious. I mean, that's obvious, but I mean...
You know what I mean? You have to ask Tony about that.
Okay, so you don't know what Tony's done for this city?
No, in this session, he has an opportunity.
Well, not opportunity to do something. I mean, the new government's been in for almost a year now.
Let me answer. He needs opportunity. He has the opportunity, and he's said it many times. We're in a minority parliament. We can do a lot of things. Here's an opportunity to bring economic justice, nationalization of oil and gas. He has the opportunity, and talk about being in the halls of power. Now you have that opportunity, and you sing your hand. And by the way, why did he take the money from Bob the Knob Ray, a liberal conservative? Because I tell you, if I was in his position and Bob came to me and says, here's some money, I would have told him to take that money, and he knows what he can do with that money. And Tony's a grown man, he's a grown boy, he knew he could have said no to him, but he took the money. And she even agrees, God bless her heart. And I'll tell you one thing, what Tony should do right now, he should give that money back, because it's a principled thing to do. If not, resign, and his membership should be revoked, like Buzz Hargrove. It's that simple. He made his bed. Now, I like to see him skate around this issue.
Now, you said Bob knows, you said you would tell Bob he knows what he can do for them with his money.
He can keep it.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And Tony's supposed to be a real New Democrat. Yeah. That's not a principal position by taking corporate money from your opposition or your party that you're fighting against, because liberals and conservatives have destroyed this country by slashing and burning. Like Paul Martin cut $25 billion out of health care. Tony knows that, but he takes money from Bob the Knob Ray.
Okay.
Now, explain that to the people in Sault Ste. Marie. And if he can't do that, then resign. Have some decency.
Okay. In your opinion, do you think Tony might cross the floor if Bob Ray wins the leadership?
God bless. I'll walk him over. God bless. Then we can have a real New Democrat running.
Okay. Who would be a real New Democrat in the riding of Sault Ste. Marie?
My friend there, Ted Alinas.
Ted Alinas?
Ted Alinas, because he's for the working class, and I would support him.
What about Bud? Is Bud a real New Democrat?
I think so, but I got to ask him about nationalization.
No.
And that I don't know. You got to ask him that question.
Okay. And are there any other real New Democrats you can think of in this area?
At this moment...
what about Mac? Wouldn't Mac make a good...
I don't know where he stands on economic issues. You know, I don't. And I don't want to say, because I can't speak for him. But that's a good question for you to ask him. That's a good question.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Bye.